this is how we are going to do this because it's going to be a timed activity. We are going to have everyone from your team take these chairs. We are going to see a live discussion between the CMO and the CFO in front of everyone. Now, this is not a long discussion. All of you get your request. See, as a CMO, I'll say whatever so and so and so, I need 20 lakhs. CFO says whatever, I cannot. After that, you both get 2 chances each. Refute 1, refute 2. CMO, CFO, CMO, CFO. Done. Whatever you want to speak, summarize in those 2 chances that you get. Okay? So I'm going to repeat. CMO's request, CFO's stand. CMO, CFO, CMO, CFO. Just 4 times. Total twice each. If there is a point that you have as a CMO that you missed, or a point that you have a CFO as you missed, then you missed it. It's done. Because in real life, when you're running a company, you don't get chances to go back and fix it. After that, the remaining team members, you are going to also vote whom do you support with your reasoning why. The CEO gives the final decision. Okay? That's how we are going to go about it. Recap, CMO, CFO, then 2 times you will reason out. The rest of the people who are also voting, let's say that I'm supporting the CMO or I'm supporting the CFO, right? I have to give my reasoning. I can't be like, no. You have to tell me why do you think this is making more sense to you. CEO also makes a decision on what do you think works. Because I think the CEO has already made a decision on whatever is the amount that was decided, right? So I want to know the justification behind this. Okay, so let's start with Rootcraft. Politeness and being nice to each other and civil to each other is very important. If you want your score and culture to be there, if you are going to at any point of time try to trash talk each other, the culture will we will start deducting points from the culture. If your culture is at a 75, it will become 70 also. Okay? So you have to learn how to be civil and nice to each other and get your point across. I will not at any point of time make you feel like your statement doesn't make sense or you're really stupid for doing this. I will justify it in my way without making it personal. Okay? Start.
Since we are working at Rootcraft and since we have our customer base mainly from the online market, so I believe we need 20 lakhs for the marketing and sales part.
Since you're already at Rootcraft and you already have a large online presence, why do you need more money to market when we're just maintaining the thing?
In social media generally, it's not about maintenance, but since they are changing trends, changing the cost of influencers, I believe even for maintenance, we need a lot of money, and which is 20 lakhs.
How long are you planning to run the campaign?
The campaign will depend upon the SKU, which is the stock keeping unit of our company, and I'm thinking it will be around 8,000 units. So by majority sold out, we'll run the campaign, which will be like around 1 or 1.5 years.
We are done with 2 questions. Okay. Because it was more around inquiry, you have to give your stand on why and why do you want and why do you not want. Start this now, you're getting 2 sentences each. Okay?
We need 20 because we have multiple things which come under social media marketing, which include paying for influencers, keeping up with trends, then for brand deals online, and for running campaigns, we need a lot of money, which is the 20 lakhs.
I do agree that trends change, but then trends don't change every day. It can change over a period of time. We're campaigning for a few days or few weeks, but then we're already having the huge online presence. So why do you need a lot of money? We're just maintaining it.
When you're running a campaign, you can't just suddenly shut down. Like example, if you're paying them for like 10 lakhs, suddenly if you drop it to 5, obviously the customer sales will decrease. So you go with that amount or go a bit higher because costs are rising.
But then after I give you the money, there might be controversies with the celebrity or influencer, right? So we might face an loss.
Generally, we would have a loss if it is the influencer's actual company. But since we are just working with them, I don't think we are going to face a major loss. It's just that the companies which they are very closely tied up with, only they will face the loss. We are just taking their fame and we are gaining the profit.
But aren't the influencers the face of our company? So people relate to our company when they see them, right?
Now done. Who do you support? You think 20 lakhs should be sanctioned? Yes, no, why? First, your designation.
I'm the CEO of the Rootcraft. I agree with the CMO. It is to be sanctioned 20 lakhs for the marketing. If we give 20 lakhs for the marketing, we may make our brand proud to be in the market, and we may sustain, and no other essential is used for the marketing. So need to be presented minimum 20 lakhs for the best marketing of our brand.
Okay.
I'm Daksh and I'm CHRO of the company, and I believe that the CMO is right, and marketing would help us our company to get into a greater height. So yeah, I would accept this.
I am the CTO of the company and I support the CFO because I don't think we need 20 lakhs just for marketing. We might even go into loss. So taking 20 lakhs is too much of a risk. If it's possible to lower the cost, it will be okay for both the.
What's your final decision? What's the budget sanctioned and why?
I think putting all 20 lakhs into marketing would be risky because what if we don't get the expected outcome? So it would be like we are losing all our 20 lakhs into marketing. So I would give 64% of the budget, which would be 12.5 lakhs for marketing, which is less risky.
Okay, it's a company's decision. We will discuss, debrief the whole thing at the end. Just within the team, with a show of hands, discuss for the next 1 minute, just 1 minute. Team-wise, we are going to ask, show of hands, how many agree with the CMO stand? How many agree with the CFO stand? Okay? And then third question will be, how many think the 12.5? We are not going to ask you questions on why. We just want to see how you guys are understanding this. And everyone's going to go through it, okay? So in the next 1 minute, please discuss how many agree with the CMO, how many agree with the CFO, and how many agree with the CEO. You guys can take it. CMO, just one person from team also is enough. So 2 teams agree with the CMO. You guys also agree with the CMO stand of no? Okay, 1 team agrees. Cool. So the rest of you agree with the CFO? Okay, and how many think the 12.5 lakh budget was a decision that you side with? Show of hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now this is very interesting. The CEO has sanctioned more budget than the CFO wanted. CFO did not want to give. CMO wanted 20. You've gone to 12.5. So you do not agree with the CMO, but you're agreeing with the CEO stand of actually being more supportive. So I just want one person, just one single person take the answer to this.
I don't think 12.5 is necessary. I think less should be given because we agree with the CFO. We don't agree with CMO, right? Anyways, I don't think that much is required for their team because they have marketing already.
Okay, to be fair to even you guys like them, first 2 questions to just have a conversation. What is it that you're needing? Why? And then we will have 2 statements.
How much do you need for marketing? I would need around 12 lakhs. I'll give you the justification for that. Okay, I plan to do OTT ads. Everybody watches OTT. Okay, there's no one watching TV these days. So OTT ads would cost me around 6 to 8 lakhs. Okay, and I plan to do Instagram and YouTube content. I'll do collaborations with top food influencers. I will need at least 2 lakhs for that. Okay, and I plan to do partner with retailers and distributors in the new cities that we are planning to expand. And for that, for in-store branding and onboarding the retailers, I would need at least 1 lakh per city. Let's say we are doing 3 cities right now. So I'll need 3 lakhs for that. And then I also plan to do samplings in events and malls where there are more people. So for that, I would need at least 2 lakhs. So overall, I would require at least 12 lakhs to make all of this possible, make our brand visible. Why do you think the 12 lakhs we give you, you don't think we can put it to other aspects of the business and grow it more other than just marketing state?
winners definitely is Respite, because the marketing gave a very very good split around what the costs are. And the second place, I would want to give it to Spark. Okay. All right. So the rest, you will see the scoreboard updated in some time. You will know. See, the scoreboard's gonna get more and more interesting with different people winning in every time and different people losing. So don't think that it might change again in the next one. So now what we're gonna talk about is called time management, which is very important for us as individuals, as students, as CEOs, as leaders. This is the Pareto rule, where 20% of the work takes, 20% of effort is what is required to complete 80% of the work. The 20-80 rule, which is also called as the Pareto rule. Okay, so for time management, it is also very important for us because in that 20%, we have to start prioritizing what works for us, what doesn't work for us. In a daily, every single day, I cannot sit over here and do all the activities that I'm expected to, but I plan this out. Everything will happen with the right kind of planning. Tomorrow at 8 p.m., I have a birthday party that I'm gonna host. What are the things that you need for a birthday party to happen? Okay, food and decorations. Decor and food. Okay? People. Okay. Invitations, you mean? Sending out invites? Invites? By music? Can I say DJ? Okay. Games? Okay. Hospitality? Okay, people for hospitality. Nice. A host? He wants to burst firecrackers on his birthday. Okay. Okay, we're gonna add a small twist. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 11. You have decor, food, invites, DJ, games, hospitality, venue, a host for the evening, return gifts, photographer, and firecrackers. Okay, these are all the things that we need. Okay, we are not going to throw the party tomorrow, we're going to throw the party tonight. 11:30, time till 8 o'clock. Now, start, what I want you guys, this is where your time management comes. You are also a team. So you will work together and divide and conquer. Give realistic goals. If I'm thinking of even going and buying decor, it takes time. I can't be like in the next 20 minutes, I'll buy decor and come back. Okay, between the team, now manage your time. Okay, the party starts at 8.
Good afternoon, everyone. So the theme of our party is Vampire Diaries, and for each task, we have actually combined multiple tasks and given it to one person. So tasks like decor and return gifts is assigned to person A for 3 hours. I think, yeah, this time's perfect. For person B, venue and photography are actually kind of linked. So 1.5 hours. Invites and games. Invites will take about 30 minutes and games on spot. That'll be assigned for 45 minutes. DJ plus food. DJ is actually just hiring a person, and food is a complicated task. So about 5 hours. Party and crackers. The party is from 8 p.m. to 12 a.m.
Like, can you tell more why, like, what's the thing that you thought about, like, assigning a single person different kinds of tasks instead of, like, suppose a person who is planning the venue gives out the invites and all that?
Okay. The way we have assigned tasks to one person, we have assigned multiple tasks to one person, but those tasks are kind of interrelated. As you see, venue and photography, you can figure it out that it's interrelated kind of, and if mixed together, it's easier to deal with.
So the next session is really, really special, and I'll tell you why it's special. We have a special guest with us
Okay, you start a company from scratch, you make it $1 billion company. And you don't do it once, you do it 4 times. That's our next speaker. Okay, Dr. Raghavendra Honasgi. He has so much to his credit, guys, that I almost can't cover everything by a small introduction, but I still want to tell you something very special. No, sir, they need to know he's a Harvard alumnus, okay? He's a co-founder of Unicorn. He's a author on best-selling books, the #1 bestseller books in entrepreneurship and business. He's also a TED speaker. He has about 30,000 followers on LinkedIn, sir. Yeah, and United Nations has recognized him as a digital evangelist. Okay, Forbes has listed him as one of the top social media influencers. Yeah. The Economic Times has named him as one of India's top 100 business thinkers. Yeah, he's personally advised heads of states. He's on many companies' boards. He's an advisory to many companies and many organizations. Basically, he's a great guy. He looks very simple. He talks very simple. And he's a wonderful person here. He's here to share his experience of being a CEO. Sir, I might have missed something in your entire credentials, but he's here to share his views and his thoughts with you, his journey with you. He will also take questions from you guys. Okay, so the next 2 hours, it's up to you as to how much you learn from him. Okay, let's give a warm welcome to him once again. Yeah.
So I'll keep it, I definitely don't want to put you guys to sleep. So I'll try to keep it interesting. I'll share some exciting stories. I'll share some, scary incidents that happens to an entrepreneur. And I'll tell you everything that you should do, as entrepreneurs, as, aspiring entrepreneurs and what you want in life. And one misconception that I want to clarify is not everybody has to be an entrepreneur. You can be an intrapreneur, you can work in a great company, be a phenomenal contributor and all of that. If imagine entire Indian team having only MS Dhoni, we will never win a match. We need a batsman, we need a bowler, we need a wicket keeper, we need all of that. So once again, thank you so much, for deciding to put up with me for next 2 hours. I'll tell you everything that I know, everything that I have done. More than happy to take any questions you may have. And please, remember there is no bad or stupid question. You can ask me any question on the planet. If I know, I will answer. If I don't, I'll probably ask ChatGPT. So, so my full name is a complicated name. My name is Dr. Raghavendra Honasgi. And right now, I am the CEO of a public listed company in India called String Metaverse. We are roughly about anywhere between 3,000 to 4,000 crore market cap company. We are a gaming heavy company. We build games, and our games are targeted for people between 14 years to 22 years. That's what we do. We are cashing in on what is called, attention recession economy. Essentially what it means is everybody loves phones, nobody likes human interaction, and we are getting people more addicted to the phones. We are launching new games, we are launching new virtual world. That's what I do. What I want to tell you guys is you're very young and you're taking the right directions. So if you want to build a phenomenal life, this is the right time. Don't be in the trap that we all were into. Like for example, my background is I did my engineering in computer science like everybody else did. I'm sure a lot of your parents in this room are software engineers. A lot of them work for Microsoft, Google, all of that. Same story. I went and did engineering. Engineering is all about by hearting and, go through last 3-year question papers by heart, go write, and you will get gold medal. That's how I got my gold medal. I mean, if you ask me how was I as a programmer, I would rate myself as the worst programmer in my batch. But I got the first job because my scores were very good. So I joined in HP as a device driver programmer. There was nice training for 3 months. I went through the training. So when I first wrote my code, I wrote a code for the HP printer, scanner and copier. It crashed the device. The code quality was so bad. Number of lines of code was 160. Number of errors was 800. So my manager was like, he freaked out and he said, "Bhai, tera kuch nahi hoga, matlab tera to bhala nahi ho sakta hai." So performance improvement program, they put me 1 month, nothing changed. And then, my manager had no option but to fire me, so he fired me. It was also a nice moment of self-realization that I am not meant to be a software programmer. So I did my MBA, I went to IIM, I did my MBA in marketing, and then I got recruited in Google. I was the employee number 4 of Google. I joined Google when they had acquired YouTube. People didn't even know YouTube hota kya hai, and then my job was to sell YouTube in India. That's how I started my career, and since then there has been no looking back. I started making sales, I started growing the teams. So what I enjoyed was I enjoyed traveling, I enjoyed building teams, I enjoyed building revenues. So long story short, the first lesson that today in my company, we have fired about 150 people. I feel sad when I say this, but 150 people and replaced all of them with bots because AI is doing the job. So please don't, if your parents are telling you, beta, you go to IIT, you go to BITS, you tell your parents, give them an assurance, I will do well in life, don't worry, I don't have to go to IITs. Because it doesn't matter where you go and study, to some extent it matters. What matters is, are you becoming top 1% in the world of whatever field you're choosing? You want to be a fast car driver, you want to be a painter, you want to be a guitarist, or you want to sell lemonade, or you want to be a bartender. Become the best of what you want to become in the world. That should be your goal, and trust me, you will make insane money, insane name, fame, everything, and very effortlessly. That's lesson number 1. So please don't let anybody decide what you want to do in your life. Point number 2 is, if you want to live a phenomenal life, be ready to sacrifice 2, 3, 4 years of your life, bend your back and work so hard that nobody should come close to you in terms of hard work. And I'll tell you, when you do that hard work, the whole fortune favors you. I'll tell you, money is such a nice dopamine, especially for CEO, you will not be able to give up. Anybody, your grandmother, grandfather, uncle, chacha, mummy, daddy, tells you money is evil, block their number. Don't keep in touch with them. I am telling you, anybody who tells you money is bad, money is cause of all the evil, block them. Don't entertain them, because they are blocking your prosperity. I will tell you a very important quote which I want all of you to note down and remember for the rest of your life. Money is always boon in the hands of good. If good people make money, they build societies. If good people make money, they build nations. Good people make money, they build companies. Your ambition in life should always be to be the most profitable, most revenue generating, highest paying company on the planet. So one big lesson for you is, when you make money, you also save some money. Don't blow out all the money that you have. The next secret that helped me to become a phenomenal entrepreneur, which people think I am, I don't think I am yet, is, reading from biographies. One thing that is heavily underrated in life is what we can learn from people's life. You read somebody's life, somebody's autobiography, you will get to learn all the things you should not do, all the things you should do. What is a shortcut to get to some point, you will learn by reading autobiographies. So after I sold my second company, I spent about 5 months reading about 170 autobiographies. I read about Alexander, I read about Hitler, I read about, Steve Jobs, I read about Nelson Mandela, I read about Mother Teresa, I read about every damn person who I felt was great, because there is something always to learn from them, and that will give you what is the next big business idea is. And the second thing is, anybody who tells you you cannot do something, what do? Block them. Because if anybody says, "Arey, you have done your bachelor's in computer science, how will you go build a construction company, or how will you go build a rocket science?" Tell them what Elon Musk did. He didn't study astrophysics, he built rockets. He didn't study social media, he runs Twitter successfully. He didn't study about energy, he built solar company. He didn't study about batteries, he built electric cars. Trust me, once you know the art of building companies, the field, the industry, the domain is just, one of the 10 things in the list. You can build a real estate company, you can build a rocket company, you can build, 3 things will happen. Number 1, you will have confidence that you can build things after you have done multiple startups. Your investors will believe you. Today, every time I decide to do a startup, I go to my investor and he writes me a check because he says, Raghav kar lega. Because they know that you will deliver great exits. The third thing is you will build core team that will come with you and build with you no matter what you're building. Anybody in this room who decides from tomorrow I want to build the greatest company on the planet in space, in computer science, in robots, whatever, puts their might, heart and soul into it will succeed. And anybody who tells you otherwise, that's right. So, see, it is very important, I mean, while I'm trying to make it funny, but it is very important on what you should not do also. We all have 24 hours in a day. Nobody has 25 hours. We all have limited time. We all have limited resources. The more number of no's you say in a day, you become more successful as a CEO. You get obligated and say yes to somebody for something, you are wasting that 1 hour there. That 1 hour wasted there is taken from somewhere. So make sure that you spend your time like it is the most precious thing you have in your life. Like as a CEO, I mean not right now, maybe you are young and if you do it, maybe your parents will sue me or put a case on me. But as you become professionals, as you become CEOs, learn to say no to things. Very, very firm, affirmative no. No, I won't do this. No, I won't come here. No, I won't write this. No, I won't talk to this person. Why? Because all the no's you are saying, you're going to say yes to so many good things that will make more money for you, build better brand, do a lot of good things for you. If you're not enjoying it, it's not exciting enough, go resign that job and do what gives you enough excitement. Because I'll tell you, when you become old enough and you think, shit, why did I build this company? Why did I, build this plan? The cost of repenting is very bad compared to taking that risk and doing it. So when you have time, just go take that risk, build those companies, do those cool things. Most important thing, while I'm telling you all of this, remember to have fun. Remember to build beautiful relations in life. So build good relationship, always invest in people. You want to become a successful CEO, always invest in people. Hire the best people, pay them the best money. You hire somebody, if the world is paying them 2 lakh rupees a month, you pay them 5 lakh rupees a month. Send your employees on international travel, gift them cars. People think you are an idiot, why is he throwing so much money? When you do all of this, when you take very good care of people, they will go out of their way to build a phenomenal company for you. So in the end, you will always benefit. Do all of this. And one last thing is always believe in God. Whatever you call it, God, you call it superpower, something on the top, that is always protecting you. And everybody at some point in your life, you will realize you have one point of faith that you believe is protecting you. It can be a neem tree, it can be a grandmother, it can be a God, it can be a temple, church, mosque, it can be a guru, it can be a mentor, but always have faith because faith moves mountains. India today doesn't have a Google, Microsoft, Tesla of its own. We are never a product company. We have never built a Tesla of our own. So we want to build more such companies, build more such stories. That's what will give me happiness. But now my goal now is, enjoy, be happy and do good things.